Hello and welcome to the Ingerati studio live at the European Utility Week. I'm Sofia, I'm joined by Angel Diaz. He is the Smart Grid Business Area Manager at Tecnalia and as well the steering committee, a member of the steering committee at FutuREd.
Right.
Hi Angel, how are you?
I'm fine.
Brilliant, so let's start this off. Can you give us an overview of FutuREd?
Okay, right. Well, FutuREd is a technical platform that was created in 2005
Okay.
and was promoted by the ministry at that time at the Ministry of Science and Innovation here in Spain as a kind of promoting technology in the power sector because there was a need of putting people together to discuss things that could help the industry at national level to bring, the products and the power sector and to help in Europe.
Perfect. So it's an association so that have different kind of members. So you have solution providers, utilities, people from the government as well.
Right.
I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And do you have any project that you are working at the moment that you could share with us?
Yes. We have a set of temporary working groups.
Okay. Exactly.
Yeah. That it varies from time to time, depending on the needs. So we have now a working group on storage, which is quite an important issue that we are working in a transversal way with other platforms, for instance, weighing people from materials and so on. And we are trying to see what are the potential of storage, of course, for the benefit of the grid. And we are setting now a couple of additional groups, that is one on power electronics and another one on cybersecurity.
Okay, cybersecurity, important matter at the time. Okay, so Spain has taken a uniform approach to smart grid with FutuREd. How does this compare with other European initiatives? And is there a unique Spanish model to smart grid innovation and collaboration, or?
Well, we try to do it. I mean, as you mentioned before, in FutuREd there is all the stakeholders in smart grids in Spain. So we have utilities, of course, we have manufacturers, suppliers on ICT and also on power equipment, and we have research organizations and associations together. And we are over 100 members in FutuREd, which is quite a lot in Spain. Yeah. And we try to organize ourselves to work together in collaborative projects and even to form groups to come to European projects together as a Spanish hub.
Okay. So we were speaking before about your working groups in the association. Can you tell us a little bit more about, as an example, the Smart City work group, GICI, cross-platform storage group, and capacity and infrastructure R&D work group. What are the objectives and what can we expect from those groups?
Well, it depends. I mean, in the Smart Cities cross working group, this is again a working group that are working together with other platforms because it's a very transversal issue. And we try to put there what are the vision from the smart grids area, from the grids to the big issue on smart cities. So we try to put our vision there.
Understood.
On storage is different because we try to have a more technical focus, trying to get the potential of storage, batteries, whatever, for the use, for the benefit of the grid. And for the capacities working group, this is a mapping exercise to try to identify which are the stakeholders in Spain, what are the infrastructure we have the capacities for putting a project together, this kind of issues that are interesting for knowing each other, not only in Spain, but also, of course, in Europe.
Of course, in Europe. Where are we seeing disruptive innovation in the Spanish model, in your opinion?
Well, this is a very important question. I mean, we have had in Spain a long story on integration of renewables in the system. We have in Spain 25% of the installed capacity in wind, for instance, which is quite a lot, and sometimes 40% of the energy demand is covered by renewables in Spain. So the integration was one of the successful stories in Spain, but now I think that we have to move on because, as you know, Spain is a kind of island in terms of electricity with a very poor connection, I would say, with neighbor countries, mainly with France. So storage is a disruptive technology, very important for Spain if we want to keep the renewable penetration and stability of the system. This is one issue that we have to work and to see how to put the storage in the system. This is one issue. And other thing that I think is still to come in Spain is how to put really the customer in the center of the management of the grid.
Customer centricity.
That is again still to come. We're starting. I think is very important regulation for that because utilities, commercialization, DSO still have to now how to deal with for instance, the privacy of the data and all these kind of issues. But it's something that still needs some technologies to put, demand response, for instance, efficiency in the programs, all these kinds of issues.
Understood. So, as an association, you are tasked with promoting Spanish smart grid innovation and collaboration. Can you tell us some of the Spanish success story? So you said renewables, of course, is one.
Yeah.
Either can you speak to us more about this one, or if you have others, I'll be happy to hear.
Yeah. Renewables is one of them.
One
yes,
of them.
There is, for instance, Spanish TSO, Red Eléctrica has a specific control center that was forerunner in the world for integrating renewables. They are controlling. They have a specific dispatch for renewables, which is quite innovative with tools that can anticipate the forecasting, how the stability of the grid is effective for some penetration of renewables. This is, one of the biggest ones.
Biggest one.
But we do have now, in the last years, some important collaborative projects in the field of smart grids.
Okay.
Because we have in Spain, fortunately, large utilities that has are leading utilities in Europe and has important deployment in Spain, trying to put Spanish companies, Spanish industries in this project to learn, to put the products in the field, to help research activities in innovation products, in testing new protocols, whatever. So we have a couple of big pilots on smart grids in Spain that are very important, and I think that are very successful stories.
So hopefully we will hear about it next year then.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, so brilliant. Thank you very much, Angel, for taking the time to speak to us. And remember that you can watch all the European Utility Week interviews on our Ingerati YouTube channel. Thank you and goodbye.